One of the more important things you can do to protect both your home and your community from basement flooding is disconnect your foundation drain from sanitary sewer systems and use a sump pump to pump that water to a safer location. Could be the surface of the ground, or it could be a storm sewer system, depending on your municipality. This is something you'd have to talk about with local municipal representatives. So what I'm showing here is a sort of ideal sump pump system. And there's a few components to this system. So number one, the reason why you might have a sump pump in your home is to pump foundation drainage out of your home in a safe way. So most homes built after, say, the 1950s have foundation drainage systems. These are systems that are under the ground, typically perforated pipe system that drains groundwater away from your foundation. In many neighborhoods in Canada, it was common to drain the system to the municipal sanitary sewer system, and that would contribute to that system becoming overwhelmed and backing up into homes during heavy rainfall events. So what we really want to do is make sure we're not pumping that water or draining that water into a municipal sanitary sewer system. And so many homes will require a sump pump, and maybe your home already has a sump pump to begin with. So there's a few components here. Number one, there's a sump pit. So imagine this is the surface of the floor in your basement, your floor slab. A sump pit typically will be level with the floor slab underneath the ground. Most newer ones will be sealed to protect your home from soil gas. And under the ground is where the pit is located, and there are pumps in the sump pit that are designed to pump water out of the building. On this system, we have a battery backup system. So at ICLR, we recommend anybody who has a sump pump system should have a battery backup system because the pump relies on the main power line for your building for operation. Often you have a storm, lightning storm knocks the power out, your pump can fail, and your basement could flood from foundation drainage. A battery backup system will keep your pump running or keep a secondary pump running to reduce the risk of your sump pit overflowing into your basement and damaging your basement. This system has two pumps. It has a primary pump that's powered by your outlet, your wall, and then it has another pump that's powered by a battery backup system. This gives you additional advantage if the primary pump fails for mechanical reasons. If the power doesn't go out, but the pump fails for some other reason, the secondary pump will kick in and protect your home. These typically have an alarm system as well. So when that secondary pump is running, you know there's a problem with your primary pump. The power's out, the primary pump failed, and so you should get it serviced or understand what's wrong with it. The battery backup system typically includes a marine battery, a charging system. So it's important that those are incorporated into your system as well. If you were to look inside your pit, you might see something that looks something like this. This is a typical system that you can buy at your local hardware store. On this system, there's a primary pump and a backup pump. There's two floats that trigger the pumps. There's a lower float that triggers the main pump and a higher float that triggers the secondary pump. When water in your pit raises high enough to trigger that second float, your second pump will engage and protect your home from flooding.
Find out more about our research at ICLR.org.